Deven Chauksi, Managing Director at DR Chauksi FinServ, joins us on the show. Hi, Deven. Well, the stock of the day is going to be ITC. Fresh short build-up is what we've seen. Massive open interest build-up, close to 11 crore shares in terms of open interest. And the stock is already down 20% from the peak. What's your view on it in today's trading session? It's going to maybe open up flattish or maybe a little bit lower, depending on where that block is done. But what's your view?
Hi, Nigel. Good morning. Well, I think this is what the street was expecting. That moment the sale transaction gets over, probably I think one would like to buy into the stock. As we read today, I think somewhere in 385, 37 range, I think stock is getting likely to get traded. If this particular thing holds, so then in such situation, according to me, the buyers will probably I think start buying into the stock. Whatever maybe the short position one has created, quite possible that I think with this transaction getting completed, and the next transaction could possibly happen only after next 6 months. So between this, I think I would think that today the prices should stabilize with the sale transaction getting completed. In my
Right.
viewpoint, other fundamentals remain absolutely strong for ITC. So I think one could possibly look at adding the stock into the portfolio.
All right, one should look at adding ITC on dips. But Devin, in the broader markets, we've seen a fair amount of wealth erosion over the last couple of weeks, so to say, after a long spate of wealth creation. So among the stocks that have fallen in the last couple of weeks, is there anything that has now come to attractive levels for you?
Good morning, Mangalam. Well, I think some of the mid-cap stocks have given up 10-15% kind of a gain, and some of the weaker ones have actually lost even more than that. So, to a greater extent, I think this is the time when probably you would like to see some of the stocks that will coming to a correction level where it becomes attractive to buy. We believe that I think mid-cap story and remains I think intact as far as I think the growth in the business is concerned. Maybe these valuations were far more stretched, and that is where I think one could possibly ask for buying them at a corrected level, which we always been advocating. I believe that I think in this fall, when I think the correction remains a little sharper, position offloading becomes I think more acute. I would think that I think it would give an opportunity to buy. So individual stock specific action definitely I think would merit buy into the fall. So we look into some of the good quality companies, particularly in automobile ancillary space, where we see the possibility of next round of rally happening very strong going forward. So selectively, there are other companies also in the mid-cap space, and that is where probably I think one would like to see the price correction taking place.
Okay, so you're looking selectively at some stocks. I wanted your thoughts also on the real estate space because, that has come back in a big way. There's so much happening. I mean, Mangalam was just telling us about how he went on the Coastal Road project, right? And it was a brilliant experience. So connectivity is definitely improving in Mumbai across the board. But do you think all of this is in the price now or is there more to go in real estate?
Well, I think, Sonia, good morning. I think the long-term prospects of the real estate, I think definitely remains absolutely very, very strong. I think there is no question asked. In fact, if you ask me, I think next 50 years, I think Mumbai is going to be under reconstruction. So frankly speaking, I think we are going to see the real estate companies continuously doing well going forward as well. In the near term, I would like to believe that I think some of the companies, particularly those catering to the metro markets like Mumbai, I think have really actually scaled up on valuation. And that's where I would remain a little bit more watchful. One would like to buy the stock when the market gives you corrected price, I think gives you an opportunity to buy into. At this point of time, to me, I think most of the real estate companies are discounting FY26 already now. So there is hardly headroom left. I think one would like to buy when 15-20% kind of a correction takes place in the market, if at all. That would be the time to buy into the stocks.
Devin, your thoughts on IT? Because, clearly, as we were saying, right? I mean, something like a Tata Elxsi has gone from 9,000 to 7,500. So for someone who's perhaps looking at it with a long-term time horizon, not a bad option. But your thoughts, what would you advise investors to do?
Yes, Sonia. I think we continue to I think, likes of Tata Elxsi, even Science Technology, and LTTS. I think these are some of the companies where we believe that I think they offer the unique proposition as far as I think their business deliverables are concerned in different verticals. So from that perspective, we see the visibility of at least around 3 years and plus, I think, from each of these companies as far as their order book and execution is concerned. Some of the companies may have scaled up on valuations like Tata Elxsi little early, little ahead of time. but I believe that the price correction has already happened. So maybe another 3 to 6 months of, I think, sideways movement in this particular stock, if at all. I would think that I think it would be a good opportunity to buy into. If market gives sharper correction, I think it would be a good opportunity to buy into, I think, these 2, 3 companies where we believe that the fundamentals are really shaping up well and these companies are growing big in size.